Hey y'all, and thanks for tuning back in with Lex with the Flex. Today I'm walking you through how I do my iTIP installations, and let's get right into it. So here I'm starting off with showing you how I press the hair out. Now I did shampoo her hair 3 times before this. I always shampoo my clients' hair at least 3 times. It's just what works for me as far as getting their hair squeaky clean. And then I went in with my keratin infused conditioner, and then I did a thorough blow dry. So you see me pressing it out. I'm taking small sections out of the 4 sections that I have her hair in. I'm gonna go in with a silkening serum, which is my Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum, which is also a heat protectant. I love this stuff because it's very lightweight and it travels easily throughout the hair, making sure that each strand is fully saturated in each section. You need something to protect that hair before you go in with the flat iron. My flat iron is on 410 degrees to make sure that I get it pressed, honey, silky pressed. But again, you do have to protect that hair, that's what you see burning off the hair. That smoke is not her hair burning, that is product. So I'm taking small sections to do my press, making sure that the hair is thoroughly pressed from root to end. This is going to ensure that my partings are neat once I go in to install the rings and the tips. And don't mind the angle of this footage. It was horrible, and I didn't realize that, y'all, until after the fact. So I had to do a lot of chopping and screwing with this footage because so much of it was pointless. You couldn't see anything but the back of my freaking faded black sweatshirt. So now I'm going in and I'm doing about a 1/4 of an inch section to start installing the tips. Now you want to make sure you don't use too much hair because obviously you won't be able to get the tip through the ring, but you don't want to use too little of an amount of hair because her hair could literally snap off at the root if it's not enough hair to support the weight of the extension. So here I'm showing you my bundle. This is a 100-gram bundle of my Brazilian Body Wave iTips. This hair is amazing. It's so silky, so smooth, so soft. It's about 100 tips in each of those. These are the rings, Microlink rings that I use in black. They do come in other colors, brown, blonde, etc. Whatever color your client's hair is what you should be using. And so, like I said, the angle was horrible. But I left this piece in there because I wanted you to see me kind of struggling to get that first tip in the ring. Because you may encounter this with your vendors. Some of the tips will be too big. These were 0.8 grams and now I get 0.5. So just make sure that you have a vendor that's willing to customize. Once I told them, like, hey, I had too many tips that were just too big and left over, or I had to spend a lot of time trimming the size down, which is time consuming. This is already a time consuming install. Like, come on now. So they just made them smaller for me next time. But poor baby, y'all, she was hanging in there. It was 1 a.m, but we had to get it done, child. Content calls. So you see me going in and installing. I'm putting my finger underneath each tip to make sure that it's not laying up against her scalp, because the extension needs to be able to move freely up and down and from side to side. And if it's too tight, then that's not going to happen. Again, this is a no tension install. So we don't want it to be tight. You know what I'm saying? We want it to be secure, but not tight. So I'm going to lift these up here and I'm going to just show you just how neat my partings are, child. This requires patience and detail, attention to detail. I'm constantly asking her throughout the install, is anything pulling? Is it uncomfortable? So I'm constantly lifting that hair up and down, moving it around to make sure that it's moving comfortably, because sometimes you'll get pieces of hair that don't belong in that section. They'll try to sneak in. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta turn into a bouncer and kick them out the club. And so here, let's talk about texture a little bit before because this is pretty much it. I'm just pressing this out and then we're going to go into her first maintenance appointment. As far as texture goes, I get a lot of people that are like, I want to do it, but I got 4C and my hair will be a matted mess, child. I got 4C and 3A and 2B at the top, and it just, that means nothing to me, okay? That chart is made up. And I think it's made up for consumers to help you guys with establishing, your hair texture and curl pattern. But what that's referring to is fine, medium, and coarse hair, and then straight, wavy, and curly or coily. So A, B, and C would be fine, medium, and coarse. 1 through 4 would be straight, wavy, curly, or coily. So even though this curl pattern was not her exact curl pattern, the fineness matched because this hair gets pretty fine once it's pressed out, and her hair is pretty fine as well. Now here you can see her hair is curly. You see how it's laying on top of those extensions. I'm being very gentle when I'm going in to blow dry. I'm actually starting from the bottom up, detangling, and I'm working my way up to the top. Now, because her hair is fine and the extensions are fine, that's how we still achieved a seamless blend with this install. Because, child, you can press out any curl. You know what I'm saying? That part doesn't matter. And if you're not going to be wearing your curl pattern, then why would you get curly hair? Don't do that. If you're not going to be wearing your curl pattern, don't get curly hair. Get a more relaxed wave. Okay? You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. But I did want y'all to see that, you know, your hair is going to do the same thing it does during a silk press, child. Don't put too much pressure on that. That's why I require a consultation, though, because I'll be able to find the best match for your hair and your lifestyle. Because if you're not going to be wearing your hair curly, or you never wear your own curl pattern out, then why would we get curly hair with these iTips or tape-ins or microlinks, child? It's going to be a mess. That's what's going to be a mess. So you can see here, this side is pressed out. That other side is still blow dry. But look at that. It's flawless. It's flawless. You cannot tell where her hair starts and stops. And if you do, you're lying. This is butter, okay? Where does her hair stop at and where do the links start? I mean, what? Like, hold on, wait a minute. This is, what? Stop playing with me. Your sewing could never. Stop fucking playing with me. Your sewing could never achieve these results. And this is why it costs what it costs. And this is why it takes the time that it takes, because this is growing out of her fucking scalp. What are you talking about? And my hair is top tier. Stop playing with me. My hair is top tier. This is after one shampoo. I'm going through and I'm just trimming the ends, you know, getting the little scragglies off. She doesn't wear long hair. She's not a long hair girl. So we cut a little bit. We cut maybe, I don't even think it was a full inch. We might actually cut a little bit more, honestly. But this is flawless. Like, what? What are you talking about? My iTips are for sale. You can DM me, email me if you are interested in purchasing until I get my website. Ooh, excuse me. Until I get my website up. But yeah, stop playing with the kid. This is like goat material right here. That's her hair. What are you talking about? That is not weave in her head. When I say top tier extensions, this is what I mean. Your sew-in could never achieve these results. A frontal or a closure could never achieve these results, okay? I just want you to know that. Understand that. Understand that. These natural tape-ins, natural extensions, I was about to say tape-ins, iTips, wefted microlinks, Invisalinks. These are the next level to extensions, okay? The girls that get it, get it. That's all I gotta say about that. And the girls that don't. You feel me? I'm just putting a little edge control on her edges. Just a tad, just to slick them back. Nothing too dramatic. Because I love me a dramatic baby hair. Okay. No, I do. This is crazy, though. Look at that. Look at that. When I say seamless blend, I mean seamless. Like, you cannot see where it start and stop. That's seamless. You can't, there's not a lump, bump, nothing. Gump, chump, hump. There's a nothing. You can't see it. You can't see it. The only thing that you can tell is the color. And that's the camera playing light tricks on you, baby. Because in person, you can't even see that. In person, you can't even see that, okay? And we can saw that real quick. All we got to do is color your extensions jet black and color your hair jet black to make them really, okay? To really be the belle of the ball. This is, man, I'm just in love. And in a minute, this is the only thing you're going to be able to book me for. That's what I need people to understand. This is where we're headed. And if you're coming, come on. And if you're not, toodaloo.